This Yankees-Red Sox series is presented by Amica, auto, home, and life insurance that always puts you first. And on a Friday night at Fenway, the Red Sox look to keep it rolling against the Yankees after a 15-run explosion in Game 1, highlighted by 3 home runs from Steve Pearce. The Red Sox bolstering their lead to a season-high 6.5 over the Yankees. Welcome back to Fenway, everybody. Great to have you alongside. I'm Dave O'Brien. My partners tonight are, of course, Jerry Remy and Dennis Eckersley. And Garen Austin will also join us in just a couple of moments. What a great night for Pearce, Jerry. 6 RBIs. He said it was a night he will never forget.
Well, it's a kind of a night you dream about. I mean, you're playing at Fenway Park, you're playing the New York Yankees, and you go deep 3 times in the ball game. Just absolutely incredible. And every time he went deep in this game, it was on a breaking ball. CC Sabathia with a slider right there that he takes out of the ballpark. Later on from the side view, another breaking ball that he takes out for number 2, and everybody can't wait for his next at bat to see if he can go deep again. And what does he do? Gets a flat breaking ball right there and takes it off the light tower. Just an incredible night for Pearce, and he has been something special since he has joined the Red Sox. The numbers in 18 games: 358 batting average, 5 doubles, 4 home runs, 3 of those coming last night, obviously, 12 RBIs, an average with runners in scoring position, 375. So what does this do? It gets him a start in the ball game again tonight.
Yep, batting third this evening against the New York Yankees and against Severino, who has been the ace, of course, for the Yankees, but he's not pitching like that lately.
Oh, not at all. He's got to be the ace in a heartbeat, doesn't he? Because this game is so big for the Yankees. But, you know, over the, first 20 starts in his career this year, he gave up 6 home runs. The last 4 starts, he's given up 7 home runs. I mean, just not like him at all. He's got a 2.94 ERA. It was 1.98 going into the last 4 starts. So he's got to get it together, and he's got to get it together against Rick Porcello. To me, has been one of the most consistent starters and been solid for them all year. He's a tough guy. He pitches when it counts. And, you know, a lot of people poo-poo those 13 wins nowadays. No, he's got 13 W's. He's done a nice job for the Red Sox, and I don't know where they'd be without him.
22 starts in, has a shot to win 20 again, perhaps, if he can really get it rolling here. Taking on the Yankees tonight, the Red Sox looking to tighten their grip on the division with plays like this, the base-running daring do of Jackie Bradley. That really lit the fuse in that 8-run 4th inning. Maybe the best offensive inning all season long for the Red Sox. Lesson is brought to you by Toyota's official website for deals, buyatoyota.com. By Dunkin' Donuts, America runs on Dunkin'. Kenyon Grills, the official grill of the Boston Red Sox. Poland Spring Sparkling, real spring water and refreshing bubbles. Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% on car insurance. And by Southwest Airlines, low fares, no hidden fees. That's transparency. Red Sox looking for another explosion tonight. They got a tremendous game out of Ian Kinsler at second base as we bring in Garen Austin. Garen, that was offensively and defensively. He looked like he was having a great time.
Oh, absolutely. Who wasn't having a great time last night, OB? What an atmosphere here at Fenway Park. Huge night for Steve Pearce as well as Ian Kinsler. Now, Kinsler's only been with the club a couple of days, but he's already making an impact. He talked to us earlier about his first midseason trade and playing here at Fenway Park.
It's difficult a little bit to be traded in the middle of the season. That's the first time that's happened to me. You know, with the family, I got 2 kids. My wife, trying to move everything is a little bit difficult. But outside that, you get put on a team like this, and there's no complaining. I mean, it's always special to play here. You know, regardless of who they're playing against, it's going to be a packed house. The fans are going to be in it. They're going to be watching every pitch, and then you get the Yankees in town. You can kind of times that by 2 or 3. So. It's a great atmosphere. It's a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun last night and looking forward to tonight.
Kinsler's a veteran player. He's played on a lot of really good teams, and he said when you're not playing in the Red Sox-Yankees rivalry, it's enough already. But when you're in the middle of it, there is nothing better. It's sure to be an electric atmosphere here again tonight. Rick Porcello is on the mound. Dave O'Brien, Jerry Remy, and Dennis Eckersley have the call. Stay with us.
The official batting glove of Major League Baseball and the Red Sox. Digital Federal Credit Union. What can DCU save you? Snell Golf. Tour quality golf balls at an affordable price. Your local New England Ford dealers. Citizens Bank. Visit citizensbank.com. And by Southwest Airlines. Low fares, no hidden fees. That's transparency. Rick Porcello taking his 13 wins onto the mound. And here's a look at the Yankee lineup he will take on tonight. Brett Gardner will lead it off in left. Giancarlo Stanton right, Gregorius at short, Aaron Hicks in center. Gleyber Torres at second base with Bird at first base, and Duhar the DH tonight. Romine doing the catching, and Neil Walker is at third base. Red Sox starter presented by New England Audi dealers. This will be his 3rd start against the Yankees this season, 1-0 with a 3.65 ERA.
The Red Sox defense is brought to you by Southwest Airlines, and they are second in the American League with 51 errors on the season. Eduardo Nunez will be at third base, Brock Holt the shortstop, Ian Kinsler at second, and Steve Pearce at first. Left to right, Benintendi, Briley Jr. at Betts, and Sandy Leon doing the catching for Rick Porcello.
Umps tonight brought to you by Toyota's website for deals, buyatoyota.com. Adam Hamari is the plate umpire. Cuzzy, Conroy, and Bellino around the bases. And set for the first pitch from Rick Porcello against the Yankees, Brett Gardner. He'll be in a strike one, and we're underway. One of Porcello's best outings of the year came against the Yankees back in April. He had a no-hitter through 6 innings. Only allowed 2 hits in 7.
Boy, those wins are piling up. He's got 13, 1 away from leading the league. He's been just solid all year. He really has.
And he's really been good against the Yankees here at Fenway. In 7 starts, 4-3 with a 1.29 ERA.
Out. That ran in and got him. Struck by the pitch. So Gardner is on, taking a look out at Porcello as he slowly walks up the line.
Oh, that's a misfire. You talk about it's got to be a 2-seamer he's trying to bring back. It went the other way.
Yeah, no balls, 2 strikes, trying to come back inside, run on Gardner. Instead gets him right on the arm, and he had him on the hook, then hit him. Gardner makes his way down to first base.
You don't see any padding on those elbows. That was flush. I could hear it from up here.
Gardner a threat to steal. He's got 10 steals on the season, caught 1 time.
Here's Stanton at 279, 25 home runs. He's been a lot of trouble against the Red Sox this year. 10 games. He's hitting .432, including 3 home runs. Stanton 3 for 5 against Porcello in his career, so not many meetings. And they'll foul that one away.
They really pinched that outfield toward the opposite field against Stanton, don't they? They got Jackie Bradley and Mookie Betts very close together. And look how far over Andrew Benintendi is. He's over near the National League on the scoreboard.
You see that a lot in Fenway Park, but this is a little much, I think.
Yeah, I think a lot of times that what they try to do is protect them against that 420.
0-2. Might be 2. Kinsler to hold 1 on the first. Double play. Red Sox with a twin killing, and just like that, the bases are empty.
Now Brock Holt had to make that a complete sprint from shortstop. The ball's hit to Kinsler, but watch Holt come across this bag. He's got to catch the ball, get out of the way of the runner, and complete that throw to first base. Nicely done by the Red Sox middle infielders.
Looks like Kinsler gave him time to get there. Really nice feed.
Yeah, he was on full sprint getting to second base.
That'll send up Didi Gregorius at 270 with 20 home runs. Big night last night in the loss with a pair of homers. He hit a 3-run home run in the first inning, solo shot in the 5th inning, but the Yankees took a 4-run lead early before the Red Sox came storming back and got 8 in the 4th, and so much of that on daring base running.
Brock Holt moved over to the second base side with the shift on Gregorius in the infield, straight up in the outfield.
Couldn't put him away.
Boy, he is in attack mode, isn't he? Porcello going at it.
That's a good pitch right there. That's what he wanted to do to Gardner, except he got it too far inside. That time he comes to the inside part of the plate and really tied up the swing.
Gregorius just a 179 lifetime hitter against Porcello. Where available, this telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your TV remote. SAP presented by Toyota. Visit copper2toyota.com to see Toyota deals not seen on TV.
Buenas noches, amigos.
Those numbers there in Fenway Park are really incredible. I had no idea.
It's that ERA that jumps at you.
Totally. How do you 4-3 with a 1-2? Should be 7-0 where I go to school.
Good changeup that time by Porcello right there too. His first changeup he's featured tonight, and he had Gregorius reaching for it. Gregorius did a good job just fouling that pitch off. I mean, look at that nasty, how much that drops. It's almost in the dirt.
How do you cover that?
I don't. A lot of luck.
Popped him up. And Ronald Nunez there to put that away. Porcello faces only 3 Yankees. The double play really helped him, and the Red Sox are coming up. Toyota.com. Mookie Betts coming off a great night, but nobody had a better night than that man, Steve Pearce. Martinez the DH, Kinsler batting out of the 5 spot. Sandy Leon doing the catching tonight. Blake Swihart has gone on the DL after tweaking a hamstring yesterday. Mookie Betts to lead things off, and up and in, knocked him down on the seat of his pants and spun him around.
Hello.
Well, how about that? Mookie Betts, that's not the first time he's gone down. Tanaka got him earlier in the season with a fastball up and in.
And now warnings from the home plate umpire, Adam Hamari. He is warning both benches, and here comes Cora. And Hamari's telling him, get back, and now he's throwing him out of the ball game. Cora has been run. He is hopping mad. Now, of course, Gardner got hit by a pitch right out of the gate. Betts gets knocked down, and the manager of the Red Sox has been tossed. And we're in the bottom of the first inning. He is steaming.
Well, they're playing a little hardball is what they're playing.
Yeah. They get Gardner off the arm. So what does Severino do? First pitch, and this is not the first time Mookie Betts has gone down with a ball near his head. Tanaka got him in New York with a ball up and in near his head. And that's real close. So that's the second time they've done that to Betts this year.
And it's on again between the Red Sox and the Yankees. Now Hamari kept on warning Alex Cora, don't come out, and then he tossed him. This is off to some start.
Well, you know, Severino's been going through some tough times too. He's trying to get, you know, make a statement early in the game. He's trying to get back for what maybe they did to Gardner. But I remember a pitch in New York where Tanaka did the same thing, and not much was mentioned about that, but I had that in the back of my mind.
Well, I'll tell you what, the Yankees are not happy campers right now after last night, and he's trying to set the tone right away.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll tell you, it goes a long ways when he's got that blazing little cutter or slider that he's got to go along with that up and in. I mean, that's tough.
Go along with the fastball around 99.
Hello.
And a 2-2 to Mookie. Breaking ball hammered foul. He went 4 for 4 and took a couple of walks last night.
I mean, obviously, Porcello's not trying to drill Gardner.
No.
No way. I mean,
it's a 2-strike pitch.
Right, but
I think that's more on Severino trying to cover his ground right now.
2-2. Rattle toward third, down to Pickett Walker. He'll skip it and get it there in time for the out. 1 away. So Ron Renicky has the ball club as the manager for the rest of the night. Benintendi will dig in next against a pitcher he has really handled.
And remember now, both teams have been warned.
Right, and that's why he got thrown out, because why are they getting warned?
Exactly.
They didn't mean to hit Gardner.
Exactly.
That's not necessarily an automatic ejection of the manager and the offending pitcher, but most of the time that is true. They get run automatically. Umpires can use discretion on that, but the warnings have been given. And fouled away by Benintendi.
Well, if an umpire thinks that a pitcher intentionally throws at a batter's head, he can be ejected from the game right there, right then and there.
But he's saying that's a calling card right there, or he would have never done anything, the umpire. He's saying they did that on purpose, even came close.
Now Benintendi with terrific numbers against Severino. He's 10 for 22 off him with 2 home runs. It's .455. A hot-tempered start here on this Friday.
And you're right, Eck. You know, the Yankees took an embarrassing whooping last night from the Red Sox right here at Fenway Park. And it's one way for a starting pitcher to come out and try to set the tone and say, look, that's not going to happen again tonight.
Yeah, and you don't want to drill him there, Jerry. Severino does not want to drill him.
No.
So you go up and in, it's not a pretty thing, but
Loop down the line, and that's going to be a fair ball and jump into the seats. That'll be a double. So Benintendi continues to get it done against Severino. A 2-base hit, and that'll send up the red-hot Steve Pearce.
Benintendi, you know, he's just got the number of Severino. He gets that slider down and in and keeps it in fair territory for the ground rule double. I mean, that's not a bad pitch right there. It's got a lot of movement on it, maybe a little bit higher than he would have liked it. But he's able to drop it right down that right field line for the ground rule double.
It's amazing he kept this ball fair. He got it on the label a little bit, fought it off. He didn't yank it down the line.
Pearce coming off a career night. 3 home runs for the first time in his career. And the Red Sox rout. So for both of you, do you think Severino does that to Mookie Betts unless Gardner gets hit?
No.
No. No, not at all.
No way.
Martinez on deck. Here's the 1-0. There's a deep drive. He laid into this one, and he has done it again. There is no stopping Steve Pearce. He crushes a line drive home run. 4 home runs in the first 2 games of the series.
You better go out and warn him that Pearce is coming to the plate.
Whoa. 97-mile-an-hour fastball. He turned on it, hit a bullet out of here.
He is absolutely on fire right now. A line shot out of Fenway Park. And the home run problems continue for Severino.
That's 8 in the last 19 innings.
Mercy. Pearce floated around the bases.
97. You think he cheated a little bit? Ball's right there, and I mean he's all over it. That home run stroke is just to stay in shape.
best answer in the world to your leadoff man and your MVP getting knocked down.
Well, you think about Pierce last night, every home run he hit was on a breaking ball. That time it was on the fastball. He's on everything right now.
Speedway donating $500 to Boston Children's Hospital for every Red Sox homer through the end of August. Use your Speedy Rewards card. And when you purchase 3 cooler beverages, you'll receive 1,000 bonus points. Red Sox on top 2-0. Steve Pearce again with a wicked line drive up into the monster seats.
He answered that up and in to Mookie Betts.
I should say so. Martinez 327, 32 homers, still tied for the major league lead in homers, still leading the majors with 90 RBI. And the Red Sox at it again after 15 runs last night against New York.
And the stuff is there for Severino. You talk about velocity. The 98 is still there. That never really changed over this slump he's had the last 4 starts. But guys just aren't swinging through it.
Fastball. Here's the 2-2 and a high pop into right field. Stanton coming in. That'll be the second out of the inning. And Kinsler is next.
Let's take a look at the Yankees defense. They are 6th in the league with 55 errors on the season. Neil Walker at third base. D.D. Gregorius the shortstop. Gleyber Torres at second. And Greg Bird the first baseman in the outfield. Gardner, Hicks, Stanton, Austin Romine doing the catching for Severino.
Kinsler had a spectacular all-around night last night with 3 hits and made 2 great defensive plays. I was talking to him about the second one up the middle last night. He said, I didn't think I had any chance at that. He said that happens 2 or 3 times a season where he'll make a play and not realize he had no business making that play.
I jumped out of my seat. That was a great play, and that's coming off that diving catch he made earlier in the same inning.
Yep. Fouls that one away.
This one up here right up the middle. Look at this thing, full extension, flings it in the air, gets it easy. He just fired that thing in the air, accurate. Probably, like he said, he surprised himself.
I think he did.
It is. It's one of those that you catch and you're happy you caught it because you had to go so far to get it. You're happy to get rid of it, just as quick as you possibly can, and then you're really happy when you see it's on target.
Just get it in the vicinity.
Yeah.
Red Sox with a quick start, 2-0. Kinsler 3 out of 15, a home run against Severino in his career. See what he's done over the last 9 games. Red Sox got a hot hitter.
Yes, they did.
He's going to take ball 4. Severino puts him on. Nunez up next.
Hit Boston Common for the 5th annual Out of the Park event on Sunday, August 12th. This event is completely free. Come watch the Sox take on the Orioles on the big screen. It's presented by the Highland Street Foundation, the City of Boston, LL Bean, and the Red Sox. For more information, visit redsox.com/outofthepark.
Good recovery to that, right?
Ooh.
I love how you guys rank each other on the promos. Getting the reads done. Runner goes. Here's the throw down. Not going to get him.
How about that?
Kinsler with another theft for the 2nd night in a row.
Yeah, they're not going to stop. They can get a jump off Severino. They're going to go.
This is such a great inning after the knockdown. You see the running right in their face again after last night. Pitch count is up to 25.
He had a walk-in lead to second base.
Oh, my goodness. How could you not after last night?
My goodness. I mean, step off.
Yeah. You saw the reaction by Romine. He spun his
his face mask. It's kind of showing up the pitcher a little bit.
They have been running wild on the Yankees here in games 1 and 2. Nunez trying to pick him up, 261 with half a dozen home runs. He was 2 for 5 last night.
Wouldn't you think he'd throw over once after last night? First time a guy gets on base that can run.
Yeah, and he lets the guy like Kinsler, who is a base stealer, get a walking lead towards second base. I mean, you got to peek at him and make him stop somehow.
Popped up, racing out Torres, still going out. Can he find it? No! It's in for a base hit. Another run is going to come in to score. Kinsler touching home plate. Nunez with the RBI, and the Red Sox lead it 3-0.
I don't know. I mean, is it just me, or does Nunez take some of the funkiest swings on the team?
Oh, absolutely. This is a golden swing, isn't it? I mean, jam shot, slider that jammed him.
Yeah, a slider that got inside on him on the inside part of the plate, and he just pushes it off into the twilight zone. Nobody there can make the play, and the Red Sox pick up another run.
Well, this is exactly what the Yankees dreaded out of Severino after the succession of starts he's had, particularly the last 2. To come into Fenway Park and fall behind 3-0 like this. This was a nightmare for Aaron Boone. Brock Holt 268 with a home run, trying to keep it rolling here in the first inning.
You know, that up and in sort of backfired. It really backfired.
Yeah, it did. You know, a lot of times pitchers will do that to set the tone of the game. Well, it set the tone the other way for the Red Sox.
I mean, you're trying to drop a Studley do-right on us, and it backfired.
Two down. You think about it, Eck, from your perspective. Aren't you thinking about something you shouldn't really be thinking about? You're not thinking about throwing strike 1.
Right.
You're not thinking about strike 2.
I mean, that's hard to do. You come out of the gates and you've been struggling the last 4 starts, and you're going to go up and in right now. You're not really quite sure where you're throwing it. You don't want to hit him, though.
There's the 1-1. Would not chase it. So it's going to be a long inning.
Oh, yeah.
Might be a long game, the way this has started.
Little run support early for Rick Porcello.
Oh, he's ready to get back in this game. I know I would be. Not that 3's not enough, but I'll take the 3. That's good. Let's go.
Brock Holt, the 7th man to swing for the Red Sox here in the bottom of the first inning. Jerry, you mentioned this last night. One of the ways the Red Sox really wore down Sabathia and got him out of the ball game so fast was all the foul balls.
A lot of foul balls off him early. Get that pitch count up real early in the ball game. And as you said, you know, Sabathia said, I just didn't have good stuff.
Yeah, he didn't squawk.
He did not. He didn't complain about getting lifted. He said, I had nothing. Line shot, center field, and sliding ahead to try and make the play. An outstanding effort there by Hicks. And he stole a hit there, timed it perfectly. But the Red Sox get 3 right away. Well, first a hit batsman, and then Mookie gets knocked down. Cora tossed out of the game for the first time in his career, and Pierce blasts one again. Porcello, 7 career starts against the Yankees at Fenway, 4-3 with a 1.29 ERA. Saved big with no tax and free delivery going on now at Bernie and Phil's Furniture. What a development in between innings, folks. Ron Redicky came out with these changes. Steve Pearce is now going from first base to right field. Ian Kinsler is out of the ball game. And take a look at this. Mookie Betts, who of course came up as an infielder, second baseman. He's now in at second base. Unless he's going to, well, now in the shift they're going to move Holt over, but Mookie is the second baseman, and Mitch Moreland is now at first.
Yeah, Mitch Moreland moves to first base, Pierce moves to right field, and Betts to second base, and they've all had to exchange their cards to look at where to play.
It's obviously something up with Ian Kinsler.
Well, he stole second base, right, and then scored on that bloop. It's been a wild ride for him the last couple days.
This has been a wild night already here.
Yeah.
Take a look at Kinsler coming across home plate when he scored that run. See if we can pick something up here. Hicks just made an outstanding play in center. 255 with 18 home runs. And of course the Red Sox manager Alex Cora has been ejected for the first time in his career.
As Kinsler coming across home plate, and he looks bothered by something. Now we don't know what it is. Not going to speculate, but certainly something bothering as he came across home plate.
To me, flying across country, being in the lineup right away, it's like kind of a wild ride.
Now Mookie Betts, let me tell you, every single day, every day, takes infield at either third base or shortstop. He takes ground balls every single day.
Played 14 major league games at second base, and wouldn't you know, this one finds him right away, and he throws on to get him at first base. So that paid off.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it doesn't surprise me. He looked a little awkward going off to that. I don't blame that. It's been a long time since he's been at second base, but the fact is he works out there every single day. He works in the infield. Now he's checking his glove. Where do I play these guys in the infield? Never mind the outfield. Where do I play them in the infield?
Talk about finding you. That's ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah.
First play. It was sharply hit too.
I'd have boxed that one up so bad.
Gleyber Torres, 286, 17 home runs.
He went on one knee, didn't he? He said, I'm going to get this thing. I'm not going to box this thing up.
We'll get you an update on Ian Kinsler as soon as we can. There's a mile-high pop-up around home plate. Leon, Sandy battling a bit, but makes the play. 2 down. What a start to this one.
Porcello got to finish this inning off just like this. Real quick inning.
Ron Renicky, the bench coach, who has been drawing raves by everybody on the staff and the players as well, and now has the ball club the rest of the way. Greg Bird, 234 with 9 home runs.
I tell you, Porcello's pounding the zone tonight. He can do that. You give him a lead.
0-1. Trying to make fast work of this guy, and he does. That was good morning, good afternoon, good night. He gets him 1, 2, 3. the all-new Subaru Ascent. Love is now bigger than ever this summer. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust. William Ravis Real Estate, the official realtor of the Red Sox. Sullivan Tire and Complete Auto Service. And by Southwest Airlines, low fares, no hidden fees. That's transparency. Sandy Leon leading off here in the bottom of the second inning. Lots of fireworks already. An injury as well. One hit batsman, one knockdown, one ejection, and a big home run from Steve Pearce. Again.
Boy, talk about being in the zone, Pearce. What does that feel like? 4 jacks and 5 at bats.
Wouldn't know. Would have no idea.
What a question.
Jerry looked to his right like, is there somebody else over here?
Talking to me yet?
Sandy hitting .218 with 4 home runs. Jackie Bradley on deck, and then Mookie Betts, second baseman. Crack toward left center field, toward the gap, but it hangs up. Hicks is there, 1 man away. Let's get out of Guerin.
Eduardo Rodriguez is making progress. He'll throw a bullpen on Sunday. In course that he's no longer wearing his boot. He is wearing an air cast in the dugout just to be cautious. And guys, Rodriguez loves pitching against the Yankees. He loves the rivalry, the intensity, everything about it. So it's a little bit of a surprise that his best friend in the game is Luis Severino. Rodriguez told me that they met when they were in A-ball. They started talking and have remained close ever since. Now, Eck, Jerry, I'm curious, who are some of the guys that you guys were close with despite being in the middle of a rivalry?
Either one of you want to take that?
I don't know about a rivalry. I had a real close friend that stole my wife. How about that?
Geez, Zach, you had to go there, right there.
That's the first place I went.
and we're the idiots over here laughing. I mean, it's, you know.
I was going to say I had a roommate once that Buddy Bell, maybe,
Buddy Bell.
And he used to wear me out when I faced him. He took me deep a few times. So hooray for that friendship. I don't play it.
Yeah, I in a rivalry, I mean, that would only a rivalry I was involved with was with the Yankees, and I don't have any friends over there, really.
I didn't either. I didn't like anybody over there.
No, and they didn't like us.
No, nobody likes me.
So, Guerin, I guess the answer is nobody.
Never mind.
Oh, heck, you took us right down.
Oh, didn't you?
That alley. The 2-2 will.
Well, now we've cleared that up. Thank you, guys.
Sort of dropped it right there. Boom.
One of the things we all love about you, you are an open book.
Oh, yeah. Time heals all wounds, right?
3-2 in there, strike 3, and no argument from Jackie Bradley. 2 away.
Got him on a high changeup that time. A little bit surprising that he left the changeup up in the zone, and Bradley did not swing at it. That's a pretty good pitch to hit, but Bradley just, I guess, surprised by the off speed and could not pull the trigger on it.
And now Mookie Betts, who began the game in right field, is now shifted to second base. 0 for 1. Just a routine 5-3 ground down. First time up.
I mean, I've had guys that, we played against that I've run into since and said hello and had, very small conversations, but I wouldn't consider them friends.
Right.
Guys I go out to dinner with or anything like that.
Uh-oh. High fly, left field line, hit it for the wall, into the corner. That catches green. Gardner will play it on a bounce, and Mookie Betts romps into second base with a double.
You really can't affect Mookie Betts, really. I'm talking about trying to pitch him in and intimidate him. You really, really can't.
No, you can't. You think about that. You get knocked on your butt the first pitch of the game. You come right back. You have a good, solid swing. No giving that swing at all, and plants it off the left field wall for the double. Mookie's one tough customer, I'll tell you. Physically, mentally.
One for 2 tonight.
Because don't think that pitch doesn't stay in your head.
Oh, yeah.
That stays there.
Benintendi with a double and a run in the first inning. He was aboard when Steve Pearce hit another laser. When you guys were active players, nobody wanted anybody fraternizing with anybody else,
no.
right? You really did not.
You were not supposed to. They had umpires out watching you in batting practice to make sure you were not fraternizing with the other ball club.
Yeah, they'd fine you a couple $100 as if that meant anything. But,
to us it did.
Yeah, it did then.
Yeah.
Pierce is lurking on deck. Red Sox on top 3-0. Now, today it's very commonplace to see opposing players gathering in the outfield. Maybe 5 or 6 of them getting together on opposing teams. And
especially when they're stretching, you'll see guys chirping with one another.
Very common. Severino with a 1-0.
We had a guest in our booth prior to the game, and I know I've told this story over and over again, but I'll tell it one more time because the guy was here tonight, and that's him, Carlton Fisk. And when I got traded to the Red Sox, I had a friend that played on the Angels, and he also got traded to the Yankees. And Mickey Rivers.
Right. A 2-0.
So Mickey came up to me after batting practice was over, and he came up to me to shake my hand and say hello, and I shook his hand, and Pudge, who we just saw in the picture, called me over immediately. He said, "We do not talk to those guys here." I said, "I get it. I get it." I mean, he made it very clear in his own words that we do not talk to those in pinstripes.
Oh no.
And that was the end of it. That was it.
Oh yeah, I knew.
Betts at second with 2 down. Tell you what, though, he's changed a little bit of his personality. He's mellowed because when you guys were parting, you went for the handshake, and Pudge said, to heck with that. Bring it in for the real thing.
We hug.
Does it with Eck.
Jerry's like, look at Jerry. That's classic.
I'm not a man hugger, right?
You're not a hugger.
It's, I'm getting there. I'm getting to a point where I'm more comfortable with it, but I always go for the handshake first, and then it's really awkward when the guy wants to hug you and you don't know what to do.
I love it.
So I got kind of both in. I got the hug first, and then I got the handshake, I think, after.
I don't think I've ever hugged you, Jerry. Have I? No, we don't hug.
Man. No.
And on that note, here comes the 3-1. And we'll miss downstairs for ball 4. So Benintendi's been on twice. Eck's a hugger, though. Eck will get right in there.
Yeah.
Doesn't even think twice about it. Second walk issued by Severino.
That was a Hall of Fame thing,
That was a Hall
of Fame thing.
Pierce getting a great hand. And why not? A 2-run blast into the monster seats in the first inning after 3 home runs last night and 6 RBI. And a chance to do more damage. Tied for the most ever by a Red Sox player in a single series against the Yankees, the 4 home runs. And there are 2 more games after tonight in this series.
You got to throw him sliders, doesn't he?
He took 3 of them out of the park last night.
Oh, that's almost 100.
Obi, we have an update on Ian Kinsler. Left hamstring tightness. He's day-to-day, and hopefully we'll know more after the game tonight. Guys.
Okay, Garen, thank you very much.
Well, we've had a lot of hamstrings, haven't we? A lot of hamstring problems recently.
That's what got Blake Swihart yesterday and put him on the DL today. Time to see who's been driving the ball, presented by Toyo Tires. Steve Pierce, 19 games with the Red Sox, hitting .370 with 14 RBI. Toyo Tires, the official tire of the Red Sox.
He goes bridge here, I'm jumping out of the booth. I'll tell you what. What do you?
Oh, don't do that. Now we got to scrape you off the screen.
It's a long way down, Eck. That's not as close as you think, or as cushy. Ground ball to Gregorius, a feed. Torres at second base to retire the side. So that's it. Red Sox still up 3-0. phone. Text 1 for yes, 2 for no. Text your answer to 536 536. Message and data rates may apply. 1 message per vote. How do you both feel about that? We've actually talked about this for years. Why, when they instituted replay, they didn't put it in where a microphone for the crew chief at the site was part of the deal. Jerry, what do you think?
I'd like to see it. I really would. And I think the fans would love to hear it.
I would have loved to hear what just went down.
High fly ball down the left field line, deep by Andujar. He cracks that one out of the ballpark. He laid into it, put the Yankees on the scoreboard. Now 3-1. His 14th.
Boy, that changeup went a long ways.
You got to like this Andujar. You really do. I mean, he's a good player. Gets that changeup, doesn't do very much. Just kind of spins the home plate. And as you can see, Andujar takes it right out of the ballpark for the first run for the Yankees.
This is what the Yankees do. Went deep 4 times last night. 3 solos.
Here's Romine going the other way. Diving stab by Moreland. He'll feed the pitcher. Porcello gets there in plenty of time.
Well, can he play some first base? I tell you, he's the kind of guy that, you know, if you see him 2 or 3 times, say, well, you know, yeah, he's not flashy, you know, but you watch him day in and day out, he just makes all the plays. I mean, he stops 2 bases right there without question.
That ball's a hard slice moving away from him. Big man gets to the ground.
Neil Walker, 226, 3 home runs. Sox up by a season high 6.5 on the Yankees coming into play tonight.
This guy's had a disappointing season so far for the Yankees. Didn't they sign him late? Didn't they?
Yeah, signed to a 1-year contract on March 12. Brett Gardner on deck. Rick Porcello has lost just 1 time in his last 8 starts. He's coming off a 10-4 win over Minnesota. 5 2/3. Gave up 4 earned. And he's just allowed a home run. Here's 1-2. Nice. In there to catch him looking it.
I love that pitch. I mean, that pitch right there just gets left-handed hitters to quit. The 2-seam fastball, you think it's inside, it comes back a little bit to the corner, and you're on your way back to the dugout. Just that little movement is enough to fool you.
Amica Insurance, great service, great coverage, great price for auto, home, and life insurance. 2 away. Gardner hit by a pitch in the first inning on a 2-strike pitch. He glared a little bit out at Porcello as he took his base, but not too long. And then when the Red Sox came up to bat, Mookie Betts was knocked down by Luis Severino high and tight. Alex Cora came out after the home plate umpire Hamari had warned both benches, and Alex was tossed out of the ball game. After he got hit first time.
Yeah, that stung a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's just more of a, you know, a look out there, and I don't think it was anything serious. Gardner knows. He's a smart player. He knows that 0-2 he's not trying to drill him.
1-1.
What are you supposed to do? Not look at anybody, just take your base and
yeah, you know, just bury your head and walk down. I'll call out the trainer and say, I got a boo-boo.
Was 2-seamer time again?
I need a hug.
Don't hug me. Just put some of that freeze on it.
1-2.
There it is. Telling you.
Got him. Pinned him to the plate. Back-to-back strikeouts for Rick Porcello. ballpark to your local park. The outside is always better together. LL Bean, be an outsider. Very pleasant night here at Fenway. Red Sox on top 3-1 over the Yankees. JD Martinez fly to right first time up. Moreland and Nunez to follow. Ian Kinsler out of the ball game because of a tight hamstring. So Mookie Betts has moved from right field to second base. Mitch Moreland now in the game at first base. Pierce in right field.
You know, it's interesting. You talked about that first pitch of the game from Severino, and there are times that you come out as an offensive player, especially if you're a leadoff hitter, that you got a pretty good chance of going down. You know, depending on what went down the night before. You know that, and you're kind of aware of it. And it happened to me one time against the Red Sox. I was with the Angels. My manager, Dick Williams, put a squeeze play out. We're up 6 runs, right? I mean, come on, Dick. What are you doing to me?
Trying to kill you.
Yeah, and he almost got me killed. The next day, Roger Moret threw at me 4 times and missed me, and I was begging for him to hit me like the 3rd pitch. You know, just get it over with. I want this done and over. I know you're coming after me. I'm ducking. I'm going out. Just hit me and put me on first base so we can get in this silliness.
Just get the shot over with.
Yeah.
Sort of, you know.
And then Williams said to me, he says, "Well, I guess I got you thrown out." I said, "Yeah, I guess you did." You know, squeezing 6 runs ahead the night before. Are you kidding me?
Got you thrown out 4 times.
Oh, man.
Again, both benches have been worn tonight. By the home plate up 2-2. Third baseman Walker will snag that. 1 away. Moreland next.
On the next on course with Andy Brickley, Brock hits the links with women's hockey gold medalist Hillary Knight. See who gets to wear the gold medal after the matchup at Stowe Acres Country Club. It's an all-new on course with Andy Brickley tomorrow night at 8 on Nesson.
Moreland was not even going to play tonight, at least not as a starter, until Pierce was moved out to right field and off of first base, and he goes up the middle for a base hit.
It's got good numbers, man, against Severino. Defeats the shift that time, taking the ball to shortstop for the base hit.
Yeah, I was surprised that he didn't start tonight. That's only because of Pierce's 3 home runs last night. But as you said, good numbers, and he just that's wide open for him up there, just up the middle the other way.
He's now 6 for 16 off of Severino. With 3 RBI, that'll send up Nunez. RBI single for him in the first inning. 5 hits for Boston against the ace of the Yankees. Severino, his last 4 starts have been mediocre to awful.
Shocking, really. You're bound to have a bad start, but not 4 in a row.
He said, "I still feel good. I watched a little film. I didn't see anything different from the first half, when frankly he was one of the top 2 or 3 pitchers in baseball." He said, "So I think I just had a few bad starts. That's what I'm hoping." But the Red Sox got 3 off him in the first inning tonight.
He's not as sharp. You know, you're talking about throwing the ball where you want to. Velocity is one thing, having great sharp stuff, but you gotta paint, you gotta put it where you want to.
Well, he's fallen behind 2-0 on Nunez. That one is ripped hard, but a foul ball very quickly to the stands. Nunez got around on that one.
It doesn't matter how hard you throw, really. You get 2-0, guys looking fastball, they can turn around anything.
No, Blake Swihart on this homestand, that walk-off, that double to the warning track, that was 99 miles an hour. And he spanked it. Two and two. Eduardo has been swinging a good bat Over 400 his last 6 games. Mitch Moreland on at first with 1 away. Two. High chop to third. Walker to go to second. That's the only out he gets there to erase Moreland. Safely on at first base. Nunez with 2 away.
MLB at Bat is #1 Red Sox app. Customize your experience to catch every moment this season. Download MLB at Bat today.
Brock Holt to step in. 0 for 1. He has line to center. Sinking line drive. Hicks actually made a really fine play on in the first inning to catch it. The Yankees have announced who is going to start tomorrow. Chance Adams, who is one of their highly touted prospects. He will go against Nathan Eovaldi, who's coming up a brilliant outing in his Red Sox debut. And a slicer foul out of play.
Boy, that kid's going to be nervous. Chase Adams. They wanted to go with Sessa, right? And Sessa last night had to relief duty. Chance Adams.
And that's a lot to put on a kid's shoulders too if they lose this one tonight.
Ooh. And
fall to 7.5 out. Jam-packed Fenway Park on an August Saturday afternoon. A little dribbler, but a foul ball. Sox in front here 3-1. Red Sox are still the only club in the major leagues with 70 or more wins. Astros are close with 69, but they're really not playing all that well. They've lost 6 out of their last 10. Headed toward the hole, but so is Torres. He'll scoop that and get him at first base and retire the side. 1 man left. Insurance that always puts you first. Jerry Remy, Dennis Eckersley, Dave O'Brien with you. 3-1 lead for the Red Sox as we go to the 4th inning. Stanton will lead things off here against Porcello. Then Gregorius and Hicks, so that's 2, 3, and 4 for New York. Porcello coming in tonight, eyeing his 14th win, and a wave and a miss on a big cut.
Good spot for that two-seamer. Beautiful.
Now with 2 strikes, Petsko backs to his position at second base instead of being in the shift.
And that one scalded into center field, but Jackie Bradley will make the catch. It got to him quickly. So 1 man away. Time for our social drive presented by Ram. Here's Casey.
All right, listen to this. Red Sox front office member Tony La Russa was tasked with catching last night's first pitch before the 15-7 Yankee blowout. Well, he borrowed Joe Kelly's glove for the job, but when he returned it, he forgot something. It was one of his 2 World Series rings from his days at manager of the Cardinals. So that's your Ram social drive, and I want to know, what do you guys think? Finders keepers, right?
Oh, I vote for that. Absolutely. Sorry, Tony. Tony's got others, so.
Yeah, he's got so many of them, huh?
I think Joe gets to keep it.
I don't know about that. I think Tony's going to want that back.
Yeah, I think so.
Absolutely. 0-1 to Gregorius. That hit sharply as well, but Bradley there to his right. 2 fast outs. Jackie has made both plays. Here's Tony inside the dugout before he went out there for that first pitch. You know, those rings can get in the way. You both know that.
I never wear the ring. I only have one, and I never wear it because it's so.
You never wear it anywhere?
Not really. I've got it in a safe deposit box is what I got it.
Yeah. Well, you and Tony have a very close relationship, and you should have. You've been together a long, long time.
Yeah, we're like family, really.
He put you in the Hall of Fame, man.
Yeah, he did.
He put you in the Hall of Fame.
Right. No doubt about it.
Made you a closer. One of the greatest of all time. Hicks is 0 for 1. He is grounded out to second. Roland Heeman throwing out the first pitch as well.
Yeah, Roland was really. Dombrowski was his protege, wasn't he? From many, many years ago with the White Sox.
Dave also has a long-standing relationship with Jim Leland, as does Tony La Russa.
Oh yeah, they go by way back.
Another great manager. Bases empty, 2 down. Jackie Bradley, busy man in the inning. He'll make the catch, hit right at him. He makes all 3. 1, 2, 3 they go. Sam Adams. Last night's victory over the Yankees, the third time this season the Sox have beaten New York by 8 or more runs. The Sox have only had 4 other seasons in which they have accomplished that feat: 41, 50, 59, and 05. Relief corps having fun with Drew Pomeranz. Sox up 3-1 here in the bottom of the 4th inning, and Sandy Leon to lead it off against Severino.
You think there's got to be points out there, right, for flipping sunflower seeds and hit them in a certain spot. You must be able to build up a point system.
Anything to pass the time until they call you.
Until the phone rings.
They had those pictures behind their heads last year. Remember, from their old high school photos or something? Remember that?
Yeah, I think Joe Kelly was in charge of that. That might have been a lot of emails and calls to moms.
You know, I never did anything in the bullpen because by the time I got there, I was like a little uptight. I didn't want anybody having fun.
When did you move out there?
The seventh inning? Yeah. You know, I don't know, everybody's smiling. Meanwhile, I'm the guy that's got to go pitch. I mean, it's the guys that aren't going to pitch that are smiling, having a good old time, and they should bother me.
I think it kind of still bothers you. Just a little bit. 2-2 on Sandy. He's 0 for 1 to fly to center field. Sox had 19 hits last night to match their season high in the 15-7 romp over the Yankees. Season high 7 doubles. Got jammed big time here. Charging over now, Gregorius, and got him at first base. That was awkward.
It was like a clip.
Apparently no harm done in the end. Got the out, 1 away.
Gleyber Torres coming in thinking he might have to make the play if Gregorius doesn't get there, so they have a little mini collision. Gregorius does get there, and Gleyber Torres tries to run up his back, but they do get the out at first base.
That was ugly.
Well, they have not been real clean recently, particularly on the infield. They weren't on a rundown play, certainly involving Jackie Bradley last night.
No, that was a pitcher's fault. But, you know, it happened so fast, you know, that he just wanted to, it's a hot potato. He wanted to get rid of the ball because Bradley was a dead duck.
Well, he admitted later that he should have run right at Jackie. A 1-1 high and wide. And in their series right before this one against Baltimore, they made a lot of mistakes on the infield.
Not covering. Yeah,
particularly Torres.
Tonight after Red Sox coverage on NESN Sports Today, hear from Bill Belichick as the Patriots continue training camp. NESN Sports Today is presented by People's United Bank, where the technology is as helpful as the people.
Mookie Betts on deck. Red Sox ahead 3-1, 4th inning. And fouled back to fill up the count.
Well, he's not going to get cute here. This is nothing but hair coming out of here. He doesn't want to walk him. He's throwing so hard, you'd surprised he'd even pull the ball. Fastball in.
3-2. Hammered foul again. 98. Jackie Bradley with 6-game hitting streak. And Severino's 3-2. Struck him out. Came in at 99. He has struck him out for the second time.
Well, he dotted him right there. This ball is on the corner with some hair on it, but.
Mookie Betts getting knocked down in that very first pitch of the game, and his second and back, getting himself a 2-base hit. So a nice recovery by Betts after being knocked down on the first pitch of the ball game.
Our high-strength steel play brought to you by New England Chevy dealers and the Chevy Silverado. He would ground out in that at bat, came back and doubled in the second inning, so he's 1 for 2. See that velocity as Severino lives up there around 97, 98, 99.
Oh, this kid has one of the best arms in the game. He was so hot up until 4 starts ago. On his way to Cy Young, really, the way he was pitching.
Shot to center field. Hicks backing up though and short of the triangle. He's got it. That'll be all for the Red Sox as they go in order. To 60 months, no interest with equal payments and no minimum. See Jordans.com for details. 5th inning, Porcello back at it. He'll get Torres, Bird, and Andujar, who has blasted a home run. That's the only Yankee run so far, and their lone hit.
Or he just likes to flip that breaking ball over. Doesn't even have to be a good one.
Likes it a lot on the first pitch to get a strike. It used to mess me up, you know, when pitchers could throw those breaking ball for strike on first pitch, because then you didn't know what to look for the rest of your bat.
It sets up the whole at bat.
0-2. Put him away fast. 3 pitches.
Curveball, slider, slider.
Yep.
See ya. This isn't really a good slider. Ball's up out of the zone.
Yeah, it's almost too high to hit. High fastballs get hit, but the high sliders apparently don't.
Yeah, he's not happy.
Not at all.
That's going to help.
Bird fanned in the second inning.
You never did that, did you, Jerry?
Oh, I did it a few times without my helmet.
I used to watch you go crazy. I did. You were like,
was Jerry a hothead?
Oh, I just got a little upset if things weren't going good.
Yeah,
I'm glad you've chilled out, but as a player, you're a hothead, huh?
I was a little pain in the neck. Yeah, I really was.
0-2. Foul tipped into the mid. Back-to-back K's. He's only needed 6 pitches.
I mean, this is a clinic, man. This inning right here. He took a two-seamer. He's setting up inside, but it runs out over the plate. Little foul tip. He'll take it.
And a nice little play by Leone, too, to hold on to that foul tip.
Pitch count looks beautiful. 49 pitches, 2 outs.
And Duhar with a home run in the 3rd. So nothing but strikes. He's closing in on that immaculate inning, which he's done before.
Yeah.
3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. Fly ball on the move. Benintendi won't get the K here, but this could be a very fast inning. He zips through it. Time now to check in with Mark and Casey for the mid-5th studio show. With your memory, which is as sharp as a tack.
See?
Benintendi with a double and a run. He's also taken ball 4.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. I can stay away from the cake. Our key matchup presented by Sullivan Tire and Complete Auto Service. We're always here to get you there. Benintendi in his career against Severino, 475 with the 2 home runs, and he's driven in 10. Pierce on deck on the topic of home runs. He's already launched another 2-run homer here tonight.
I've just been informed that Clemens' birthday is tomorrow. So you're a day before Clemens.
Yeah, I knew it was something. He was around that.
Yeah.
Playing second fiddle. That stinks.
Not so bad.
That's not so. Lay in the weeds.
He launches a high fly to left center field, but Hicks has plenty of space and will put that away.
Pierce is going to go yard again. This time a fastball, 97, leaves the ballpark. 2-0 Red Sox early. That's 4 home runs in the last 5 at bats.
Old Dominion, the official freight carrier of Major League Baseball and the Red Sox. Having some series, some run with the Red Sox since the trade. Try to hold up the appeal, no swing. 99. He got a piece of it. Severino has certainly settled down after that first inning.
Yeah, he's got that good live fastball going right now, 99 miles an hour. And the last one, as you mentioned, the slider working pretty good. Not many changeups. I don't recall one.
I don't either. Shook it off a couple times.
Steve coming out 3 home runs last night. The only other Red Sox hitters with a 3 home run game against the Yankees, Mo Vaughn in 1997 and Kevin Millar in the unforgettable season of 2004.
3-1 change up. There it is. Jim.
Yeah, there's a change up right there. Let up on that at 89.
Martinez next. Shot out to left center. Gardner on the move, runs it down. 2 away.
Yeah, Thursday, August 23rd is Wally and Tessie Headphones Day at Fenway Park. All kids 14 and under in attendance will receive a set of Wally and Tessie headphones courtesy of Gulf. For tickets and more information, visit redsox.com/promos.
Quiet night so far for JD. He's flied to right and grounded out to third. Sox up 3-1. They have lost Ian Kinsler to a tight hamstring, causing Mookie Betts to move in from right field to play second. Oh, 2. JD, nice night last night. A single, 2 doubles, drove in a run. Just about everybody hit on the Red Sox side. The pitch count's getting up there now. Number 97 on the way from Severino in the 5th inning. Poke that one toward right, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. That'll roll up against the side fence. He wants second base. Standing up and gunning, but it trickles in, and it's a double.
Here's a guy that can go deep, 32 times this year, and takes a 99-mile-an-hour fastball, just shoots it the other way. I mean, this is when hitting was hitting, huh? You can't do anything about that as a pitcher. That ball's 6 inches outside.
Yeah, the ball's way outside, and he's able to cover the plate and just drop it down the line in right field for the base hit. Hustles it into a double, gets in a scoring position with 2 outs.
That's how you hit over 300.
And that's how you get on base in 47 consecutive home games. And now Moreland, who's not in the original lineup, forced into action when Kinsler left, and several pieces shifted around. He wound up at first base, and first at bat tonight he singled. And the 0-1 to the empty space out there. Gets through Torres. Here comes the run. Martinez rounding. He is in to score. 4-1 Boston.
That's terrible. You're back in a shift and you let a ball get by you with a man at second base like that. That's ridiculous. I mean, you've got to knock this ball down and a run doesn't score.
You're trying to make a play on this, like trying to throw him out at first base, which I don't think he could have anyway.
He had no
so you've got to go to just catching that ball, period.
Well, you got to do whatever you got to do. You got to slide, you got to knock it down, you got to do something to stop that ball from getting through, because that saves a run. That's a big run for the Red Sox.
Boy, is he having a bad week defensively. Red Sox benefit. They'll call that a base hit and an RBI from Mitch Moreland, who drives in Martinez, and the Red Sox have a little more of a cushion now with Nunez the batter. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI single himself.
I'll tell you, if I ever would have pulled that one right there with that kind of mound, I would have got the stink eye for that. I can tell you that.
That's brutal.
Popped up. Out goes Gregorius on the back pedal. Still going out, but he's got it. Now the Red Sox pick up another run at the end of 5, 4-1. Customers who give $1 to benefit the Jimmy Fund at participating Valvoline Instant Oil Change stores receive a kids and family scratch card with a guaranteed prize. All proceeds benefit the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute at the Jimmy Fund. Great to have you with us on this Friday night. Red Sox with a 4-1 lead behind Rick Porcello on top of the Yankees. Romine, Walker, Gardner up against the Red Sox right-hander. Romine is grounded out 0 for 1. Rick needed only 8 pitches to get them in the 5th inning.
Hey, you know, since I didn't know it was your birthday, I went out between innings and I got you a little gift.
Oh man, Jerry.
Yeah.
You didn't have to.
Yeah, well, I felt responsible.
Grounded to Mookie Betts, will gather and got him down. Made a couple of there's cookies in there. Nicely done. Let's toss it down to Guerin.
Well, yesterday we were talking a lot about this team's running game. Well, on Saturday, Mookie Betts stole his 100th career base. It was his 20th of the season, and Betts became the youngest player in Red Sox history to reach 100 stolen bases and 100 home runs. I was talking to him today, and he was telling me that he actually kept third base, and he said, yeah, I had to have that one. So, guys, I'm curious, what from a game did you have to keep?
I don't have a lot. I mean, I'm not one of those guys that kept a lot of stuff when I played and when I finished playing or when I'm doing this job.
Like big moments, you know, like
yeah,
what,
I got like my first hit,
right.
First home run, 1,000th hit, stuff like that. You know, all-star bat, stuff like that. But I don't really have a lot of stuff.
I know.
And I don't decorate my house with that stuff. You walk in my house, you never know what I did for a living or.
Oh yeah.
Whatever.
Well, I've got a gloating room that'll beat the band.
Yeah.
A gloating room?
Yeah, you're just walking in this, it's like, here he is.
Memorabilia everywhere.
Yeah.
It's the Eck room.
Yes.
What's the best piece in there?
The MVP.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't go any better than that.
No, you really can't.
You can't. I ain't giving it back.
Do you get, for going in the Hall of Fame Cooperstown, you get a ring?
Yes, and you get a plaque, a miniature plaque.
Get the plaque of the one that's in there.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, too.
Oh, that's very cool.
Walker's 0 for 1. I got a baseball that Wally signed on my desk.
That's worth something.
2-2. 0-2, foul tipped into the mitt. He struck him out. And he has struck out 3 over the last 2 innings.
He is absolutely dealing right now. Change up that time for the strikeout. Well, don't miss WB Mason Extra Innings Live right after the game. TC, Jim, and Steve will break down the game, and you'll hear from Rick Porcello and Alex Cora. Who but WB Mason celebrating over 20 years of same-day delivery.
Obie, and I want to wish you a happy birthday. I wish I would have known. You know how I feel about parties and birthdays. I could have put on. But there's still time. There's still time. I think I could arrange something this evening.
You know how to put on a party, and remember, there's always tomorrow when you want to give a very expensive gift.
Okay.
No, but thank you both for bringing that up, because my phone's been blowing up, and I was trying to keep this quiet.
I know you
get
did
to
a
my
good
age,
job.
You know, you're trying to just enough. 55 today.
It's tough to keep secrets when there's over 1 million people watching it.
Gardner slaps that one to Moreland. The stab, and it's another fast inning for Rick Porcello, who is zipping through. Donut fries, pretzel bites, and waffle breaded chicken tenders. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. It's a limited time offer. Bottom 6, Red Sox up 4-1 on Severino and the Yankees. Brock Holt 0 for 2. Sandy Leon, and then Jackie Bradley after him. Brock tonight playing in his 70th game, more than all of last year. Routine fly ball for Stanton for the out. 1 gone.
Severino on a short leash right now, over 100 pitches.
Yeah, it's surprising me that he's got that many pitches at this stage of the game.
Well, he hit first 2 innings, he threw a ton of pitches.
Yeah, it kind of snuck up on me.
Robertson loosening up in their bullpen. And Sandy Leon will come on up. He's 0 for 2. The Red Sox with 7 hits in this one. And do you realize that Rick Porcello has allowed 1 hit in the ball game? And Duhar with a home run in the 3rd inning. That's been it.
Oh, he's been good. It added to what he's done over the course of his career against the Yankees here in Fenway.
Well, he had a no-hitter through 6 innings earlier this season back in April against the Yankees here at Fenway Park before he gave a couple of hits. That one snagged at third base. Walker with a spin and throw, and will set down Sandy Leon. So 2 down.
Sunday evening at 5:30. Tune in on the Ultimate Red Sox Show presented by Sam Adams. TC will bring you the plays of the week. That's Sunday at 5:30 right here on NESN.
Jackie Bradley has struck out twice.
It's like David Ortiz's daughter and son.
With great seats. We really feel like we've watched these kids grow up.
Yeah.
0-1. Jackie trying to solve Severino. 4 for 22 off him. People around Fenway still marveling at his base running play last night, which lit the fuse on that rally, that 8-run rally in the 4th inning. As the Sox went on to win 15-7.
You know, I've seen so many of those swim moves over the course of the last couple years that, you know, I tell you, guys can just get out of the way of a tag. It's incredible.
Yeah, they go in head first. They can see where the throw is, and then they can make the adjustment with the body.
You know, for years you've talked about how much you didn't like it.
No, I didn't, because we were always taught, you know, to slide feet first, because that was dangerous going with your hands in there. You know, you could get stepped on, you could break a wrist, you could do different things like that. But, you know, when you committed to slide, it was basically either a hook slide or a straight in slide, and you couldn't adjust like that.
You can really get creative this way.
Yeah, you can do a lot of different things. The play from last night we were talking about, and watch Bradley. He's caught, he's trapped. So that the pitcher decides to go to third base. Now Bradley breaks for home. The throw's going to be off target a little bit, and he's able to come in and score with the hand. Look how far he slides away from the plate.
And we got nobody telling him which way to slide, if you think about it, behind the plate, huh?
That's completely on his own, like looking at the catcher, where his position was, and making that final adjustment with his hand to cover the plate.
Meanwhile, 112 pitches for Severino.
I mean, if he walks him, you got to take him out.
And foul back. Now at 115.
I think that's the most he's thrown this year, is it not?
We've got two different totals, one on the big board and one that we're showing you there.
I've got him at 112, the most he's thrown this year.
And a 3-2. And he will walk him. So let's see if Aaron Boone's coming out. Here he comes.
Oh, yeah.
He's got Robertson all warmed up, and the night is over for Severino, as he allows 4 runs on 7 hits. He gave up an early bomb to Steve Pearce, 2-run homer in the very first inning when there were all sorts of fireworks and warnings to both dugouts.
You know, have some success against them. It was a thing where, you know, the guys were really wanting to do well in front of this crowd, in a big series, and so it was fun to see them get off to a good start.
How about Steve Pearce last night? He comes over, joins this team. Never in his career has he had a 3-home-run game. What was that like for you to watch?
You have to pull for a guy like that. You know, you imagine the pressure he's under, you know, coming over wanting to do really well for this team, and I was just so excited for him. He was a guy that, you know, first at bat, you know, didn't go the way he wanted to, and I know he came back, gathered himself, and wanted to be a little more aggressive at the plate, and he got a pitch, you know, a couple pitches, and did some exciting things.
A huge night for the offense last night with 19 hits, 7 so far this evening. And Mookie Betts about to climb in against Robertson. And out goes the ace, Severino, who lately has not been pitching like a #1 for the Yankees, has he?
Well, I guess this is better than
Yeah.
Don't you think? I mean, a bad first inning.
Bad first inning. After that, I thought it was just fine. You know, and I think Boone said that to him, too, when he went out. I can't read lips, but obviously when he went out there, he stopped him. And I think he was probably trying to convince him that, look, this was a good outing for you. The past is the past. You started fresh tonight. You pitched very well.
Winds up going 5 2/3 innings.
Get expert emergency care without leaving the ballpark at Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center, First Aid Station at Fenway, located behind Section 12 on the lower concourse. Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center is the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox. Visit bidmc.org.
It looked like Aaron Boone came over and kind of affirmed that point again.
Yeah. That's picking up your starting pitcher, your ace, a guy that's had a couple of tough outings and falls behind in this game, but did pitch better.
So Mookie Betts, runner at first base. Jackie Bradley does belong to Severino after he took ball 4. Mookie has been knocked down. Both benches were warned after that. He has also grounded out, doubled, and lined out sharply to center field.
Tried to break off the curveball that time to Betts. Had him bending back with that front shoulder. Robertson's tough to get a jump on. He kind of uses that slide step to home plate, not a high leg kick.
Benintendi on deck. To the shortstop, and Gregorius will get the out at second base to retire the side. No runs or hits, a walk, 1 left. Red Sox up 4-1.
Available tomorrow, Saturday, August 4th, to watch the Red Sox versus the Yankees game, and all to support Red Sox Foundation. Log on to redsox.com/monstermash to buy your tickets to the game tomorrow.
Evaldi to go tomorrow. Red Sox on top of this one, 4-1, 7th inning, and Stanton leading things off. Just tried to hit one about 1,000 feet. And now in the hole, 0-2. Gregorius and Hicks after him. Again, just 1 hit in the game off Rick Porcello. That was the home run by Andujar in the 3rd inning. In there to sit him down. Man, he's had some very quick outs.
Well, he really has, and he is coming right after these guys. He's got the 4-1 lead. He throws the little cutter right there, or a slider, one of the two, right down the middle of the plate, completely freezes Stanton. They wanted to go inside with it, which leads me to believe that it might have been the cut fastball.
A little front door piece is what that was. See ya. Boy, he has looked good all night.
Well, particularly in this run where he has set down 13 straight Yankees.
65 pitches for Porcello.
Gregorius has popped up and lined out to center field. Well, he's a strike throwing machine. He's been up around 80% most of the night.
I mean, this is what this guy could do. I mean, he's got so many weapons, and he just throws strikes. You got to love it the way he goes about it.
Get 20% off tickets to see Jimmy Buffett with special guest Peter Wolf on Thursday at Fenway. Go to aceticket.com. Use promo code Fenway20. The sale expires tomorrow at midnight, so get your tickets right now.
Look at that.
He puts away another one. Man, he is a machine, right? Back-to-back strikeouts.
I mean, he is just cruising.
I mean, it's one of those rare nights where it just looks like he can do anything he wants with the baseball. Whatever he thinks he wants to do, he can get it done.
And they go right along with it. I want you to swing at my high fastball. Beautiful.
This is very mindful of his start against Minnesota back on June 21st. When he went 7, he gave up 1 hit. And he just mowed them down, but he's even been, I think, more economical in this one. Little topper to first base. That's a fair ball. Moreland right there. Just a handful of pitches again, and he gets them 1, 2, 3.
There's a ground ball at first base, and look at the hitter. Never left the batter's box. I mean, that just does not look good. You can say he thought it might have been foul, but the fact is, run down the line.
Aaron Hicks never got out.
No, that does not make a team look very good right there.
Benintendi Hits that one toward the hole, but picked off by Bird. Underhand toss in time to get him. 1 pitch and 1 out. In front of Steve Pearce, a 2-run homer in the first inning. He's 1 for 3.
Tomorrow on an all-new dining playbook, Billy and Jenny are heading to a new Southie spot. Plus, find out 3 of the best places to get breakfast in the city. Catch an all-new dining playbook tomorrow at 9. It's driven by your New England Chevy dealers.
Red Sox by 6.5 over the Yankees, and trying to gain even more tonight. What has been a brilliant performance by Rick Porcello. And another home run by this man. 4 of them in 2 nights. J.D. Martinez on deck. Last night for the Red Sox, it was a hit parade, and certainly to this point in the ball game tonight, outstanding pitching. And the 2-1. Fans, you can become part of the Franklin family just like Steve Pearce. Log on to franklinsports.com. Design your own custom batting gloves. Join the fam. Franklin Sports, proud to be the official batting glove of the Red Sox in Major League Baseball. And he's going to reach on ball 4. So Sox with a base runner here in the bottom of the 7th inning in front of Martinez, who's flied out, grounded out, and doubled and scored a run.
You know, it's amazing. You just go out and get Steve Pearce, and it's like going out and getting a number 3 hitter. I mean, it's like, who gets a number 3 hitter? And it's like, not a big deal when you got him.
Yeah, and a guy that had, limited at bats with the Toronto Blue Jays.
And frankly, the game plan was he was going to hit primarily against lefties.
Yes, exactly.
Now he's beating up righties too.
I mean, I'll tell you what, big league ball players, they get an opportunity and they make the most of it, and he has.
And what a lineup he's fallen into too.
Oh yeah.
Hitting between Benintendi and Martinez.
When I look at Pearce, it reminds me, you look at him in the face, and his intensity and all that. A guy you wouldn't want to be in one of those stage brawls with, with the cages and all
Steel
that
cage
stuff.
match?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be in one of those. You get the feeling,
He's not a big dude.
No, well, he's strong. He's strong. He's
okay.
not real tall, but he's strong. The look on his face is like, no, I just want to beat you up.
I think he's really, you'd see him on an interview after the game. He's very calm, cool, isn't he?
Yeah.
Very much. Very thoughtful answers.
Very.
Could not be happier to be here. Just don't get him angry. Gregorius bit to his right and a second one on to first. They're going to turn to double play. And that will be all. We're moving on to the 8th inning. 4-1 Boston. Rodenhiser.com. Rodenhiser Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electric. Mile 22, starring Mark Wahlberg, in theaters on August 17. Exciting games, tasty dining, great live shows. Enjoy it all at Plainridge Park Casino. And by Old Dominion, the official freight carrier of Major League Baseball, the Boston Red Sox, who lead 4-1 over the Yankees going to the 8th inning. Rick Porcello has set down 15 in a row.
Boy, he's had that thing all night. Strike one, little flip job up there. Just cruising.
Sox have reset the defense. Oh, that went high and tight to knock him back. Mookie Betts is back out in right field now. He's gone from right to second, back out to right field. Xander Bogaerts is in the game for the first time in a few nights. He is at short. Brock Holt moving over to second base.
Well, that's a good sign anytime Bogaerts is back.
Big time. After getting hit on the hand, and now here comes Aaron Boone, and they're out to take a look along with the trainer at Gleyber Torres.
Well, he had to get out of the way of that. I don't know why his wrist is bad. I thought his back would be hurting, and watch him get out of the way here.
Yeah, it didn't hit him. It's just that, you know, I think all the action going forward for him might have hurt his wrist or something, or his forearm.
Yeah, I think his left wrist went down to catch himself. See?
Yeah. A little cramp. Maybe.
So the 1-1. Just 72 pitches into the 8th inning for Rick Porcello. And even up on Torres with 17 home runs.
Boy, that was a big hack right there. He's taken a lot of big hacks in this first 2 games, Torres.
Named to the All-Star team, the 2-2. Got a piece of it.
Yeah, Sunday on Charlie Moore Outdoors, Charlie hangs out with former Patriot offensive tackle Max Lane. The two go fishing at Lake Winnipesaukee. Catch Charlie Moore Outdoors Sunday night at 6 on Nesson.
Puts him away with a breaking ball. 16 in a row.
That curveball tonight has been absolutely excellent for Porcello. I mean, it's been, you know, for strike 1, for strike 2, for strike 3. He's had it all night long.
He had it for strike 1, and he has it for strike 3 right there.
Yep.
He has been something else here against the Yankees. Bird hits a high fly to dead away center. Bradley back on the track to the wall. He's got it. 2 down. Tune in to Nesson on August 21st and 22nd for coverage of the WEEI Nesson Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon, presented by Arbella Insurance Foundation. Arbella Insurance Foundation, here for the Jimmy Fund, here for good.
You like fishing it?
No.
No, I don't either.
I don't want to touch him.
No.
I don't want to touch it. Nope.
So you went up on Charlie Moore?
No.
No.
I'll tell you what, he's cruising tonight, Porcello. But Jerry, I don't know about you. He's tough when he's when his back is up against the wall some games this year.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
One pitch from getting knocked out of the box, he will come back. This kid is tough.
He never stops attacking.
Ground ball behind third, backhanded by Nunez. In time. Another 1-2-3 inning. 18 in a row retired by Rick Porcello, and a huge ovation at Fenway.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mitch Moreland didn't start this game, but he had something to do with winning this game. That's his second hit right there. You see Torres probably should have knocked it down, but I think he would have been safe anyway. But the run scores because he didn't knock it down.
Now Moreland lead off here in the last half of the 8th inning. 4-1 Boston. He's 2 for 2 since coming in. Tommy Kahnle out of their bullpen, a right-hander. Last year split time between the White Sox and the Yankees. Nunez on deck. Brock Holt after him. 4 runs, 7 hits for the Red Sox. 1 run on 1 hit for the Yankees all night against Rick Porcello, who has been incredible. He set down 18 in a row.
Tomorrow at 3, don't miss Red Sox first pitch presented by Joseph Abboud, available at Men's Warehouse. TC, Jim, and Steve will break down Rick Porcello's start against the Yankees.
Mitch snapped out of an 0 for 12, and that'll be across for strike. Craig Kimbrell is starting to loosen up in the bullpen. Porcello's only at 78 pitches.
Boy, he has a gem going on, but you got to save out there. You got to get him in this game.
And a 1-2. Down he goes, hacking. 1 away in the 8th. This Yankees Red Sox series is presented by Amica. Auto, home, and life insurance always puts you first. Here's a look at tomorrow's Red Sox starter, Nathan Eovaldi. That's his Red Sox debut. Former New York Yankee. 7 shutout innings against the Twins, allowing only 4 hits. Didn't walk anybody, and he was incredibly economical.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's as good as it gets.
Nunez 1 for 3 with a base hit to drive in a run.
I used to feel bad coming in a game, try to save a game like Kimbrell's going to do, a 4-1 game, and the guy's throwing a gem like that. I came into games like 2-3 nothing. Guys got a shutout, and they were booing me. Like, what are you doing in this game? I said, I'm just here to get my save. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And I've been down here since the 7th. I've asked the whole bullpen to leave me alone. Now you leave me alone.
Exactly. You got it.
You weren't getting booed coming in.
No, but I'm just saying, I felt bad. The pitcher was looking at me like, hey, man, I got a shutout going. Get out of here.
Walker turns, fires, and sets down Nunez. 2 up, 2 down. Time to check out the results of our Dunkin' Donuts poll question tonight. Question was, should the crew chief wear a microphone? Jerry and I love the idea. Heck, I think you're on the fence. I don't know.
I don't know. Something gets hairy down there, you know.
We had a lot of votes on this tonight, and most of them, 88%, said yes. That Phil Cuzzy and company should wear one to explain.
Yeah, I get it. For the replay you're talking about.
On the replay.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Just
I'm
like the
all for
NFL.
That. Yeah.
I mean, I think Major League Baseball's in the dark ages by not having an umpire wear a microphone. It's about time. Rick Porcello, some performance tonight. As Brock Holt cuts and misses, he's gone 0 for 3. Red Sox ahead 4-1 in the 8th. Two down, bases empty. And he'll rattle that one foul.
This guy's nasty out there. What's Kahnle? They sent him back down this year. He's back up, but he had a great arm. They got him from the White Sox. Was that last year they got him? And
yes. He
throws high 90s and a nasty changeup.
Pitched well when he got to the Yankees last year. 32 appearances, a .270 ERA. Obviously a deep bullpen. Red Sox knocked it around last night, though. That'll be a ball.
He's been doing that all night, hasn't he?
He never sits down.
Never sits down.
Never sits down.
Pacing. Two and two.
I'd find it hard if I was a starting pitcher to sit down too. I really would.
Well, when it's hot like this, don't you want to sit down a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, put a cold towel around your neck.
Yeah.
Just keep pacing.
But then again, you got to change your shirt all the time because you're pitting out.
2-2, floated to center field. Hicks coming on to make the catch. It's a 1-2-3 inning. We are headed to the 9th. The Red Sox with a 4-1 lead, trying to take the first 2. No interest with equal payments and no minimum. See Jordans.com for details. Rick Porcello is out there for the 9th inning. He got a standing ovation when he took the hill. He has set down 18 consecutive Yankees. They've only had 2 men reach base all night off him. A hit batsman and a solo home run by Andujar, but Kimbrel is getting ready in case. On the move, Jackie Bradley to make the catch in the sinking line drive, 1 away.
Well, he has been feeling it all night, Porcello, and a lot of easy innings, but punch-outs throughout this whole game. 9 on the nights, 6 swinging, 3 looking. You talk about high gas. Bird swings and misses. That 2-seamer on the corner to Walker. Another 2-seamer to Gardner. High slider. Torres, see it. Back to Bird, swinging and miss. Gas. Look at this ball running away from Walker. What a night.
Craftsman, the official tools of the Boston Red Sox. Fly ball dead away center field. Bradley taking off to the track. Jackie there leaping up. He's got it. 2 down.
A little bunny hop at the end, huh? He had that.
Yeah, he wanted it to be a little bit more difficult than what it was.
You're right.
He really did. I want to go really high, but I don't have to.
That's exactly right.
20 in a row.
Finish it off.
And remember how the ball game started.
This is huge for Porcello.
Yeah, he hit Gardner with a pitch. Since then, only one other Yankee has even reached first base.
Look at him pound that thing in there. God, you got to love the way he went about it.
'82 pitches with 2 down in the 9th. That's a strike.
Put him away.
Tried to, too, with the four-seam fastball at 93, up and away from Gardner.
I wish he punched him out, and you got to do something. There's got to be some emotion here.
I know he's allowed to hit, but it feels like a no-hitter.
It really does.
You know?
This doesn't happen every day here.
He has just mowed them down all night. The 0-2.
Fastball again.
He's so geared up, you don't want to throw a little change-up, which might be a good pitch right here down and away.
Red Sox on the verge of winning the first two of this huge series. Up the middle. Bogart.
Yes.
Got him. Magnificent. Rick Porcello ends the night by retiring 21 in a row. An incredible performance. The Red Sox win the ball game 4-1.
Best pitching performance of the season.
Last night, the Red Sox bludgeoned them with the bats. Tonight, Rick Porcello suffocates them on the mound. His 10th career complete game.
14 wins.
Yeah, now 14-4. That was something. And the Red Sox now have a 7.5 game lead over the New York Yankees. This one belonged to Rick Porcello. Start to finish, he allows one hit in the entire ball game. Solo home run in the third inning, and then sets down 21 in a row.
Well, I'll tell you, that's one of the best pitching performances I've seen all year long. Talk about attack hitters, throw strikes, just incredible by Porcello.
Well, these first two nights, Red Sox Yankees, have been an absolute blast here at Fenway Park for the Red Sox. And now lead it by 7.5 and facing a rookie for the Yankees tomorrow.
He can go sit down now, Rick, can't you?
Yeah.
Go sit down.
Yeah, you might have to do an interview first, but
yeah.
Go sit down.
Yeah. Yes.
%80 of the pitches he threw tonight were strikes. 86 total pitches to go all the way for a complete game against the Yankees.
Watch this emotion. I love it. Just love that. Yes.
That is a great outing. That was a privilege to watch here tonight. His teammates feel the same way. 4-1 the final score. Let's get down to Garen with the star of the game.
All right, thanks, OB. Rick, what a performance. What was working for you tonight? Okay, Rick, what was working for you tonight?
Just doing what we're trying to always do. Mix up pitches, keep them off balance. Offense did a great job, played great defense. I mean, Mookie Betts playing second base, and it was awesome. This was a fun game, good win.
A lot of crazy things happened on a night like this tonight when you see Mookie at second base. How much do you appreciate your teammates' versatility?
Yeah, I mean, he's incredible, and you know, he had a big smile on his face. He knew he was going to second base, and sure enough, first hit right at him, he makes a great play. It was awesome. You were so locked in tonight, Rick. At what point did you think you could go to the distance? I've learned my lesson by now to not think that way, because every time I think I'm going to go the distance, I give up 5 that inning. So just trying to make pitches and get us through the game. And how satisfying is that to give the bullpen a night off, especially at this point in the season? Yeah, it's huge. And so it's always important, especially with our bullpen, power arms, and they're extremely important to us. So anytime we can get them rest, it's big. You guys take the first 2 games of this series. How nice is that? Yeah, we got to keep it going. That's only the first 2 games. We got 2 more and the whole season left to play. Congrats on this win. Great game tonight, Rick. Thank you.